If you have any indoor pets, or if you have any allergies, or if you have a musty house, then you might want to get an air purifier. So today I'm going to review this Dreo Air Purifier. If you're interested, I'll put a link in the description below. Let's get into it. Starting off, I always like to just take a look at the product. How is it built? And to me, this is nice and simple. It's like a cube. It's not too big. It actually sits right in our corner. So it's actually compact, sits out of the way. I don't even hardly notice it. It has a glowing LED light here, which lets you know the quality of your air. If it's blue and it's at 100%, it means you have clean air. You're really healthy, doing a great job. But if this turns like an orange color or red, then you don't have clean air. And it'll change colors and let you know how the quality of your air is. When I first received it, all I had to do was take the plastic off of the filter and then reinsert it back into the device and turn it on, pair it with my phone because it actually comes with an app. So I'll show you the app and all the capabilities of it, but everything you can do in the app, you can basically do on the display panel up top here. But I actually find the app to be convenient because there are times where I want to shut it off, but I'm not home or I'm already in bed ready to go to sleep and I'm like, oh, I should probably turn it off for a little bit. So it's nice that I have an app that I can control it right there. But not only can you control it with an app, you can also pair this with Alexa or the Google Home voice thing. So this air purifier is actually already on and it's running. It basically takes the bad air through the sides of it and through the back of it. It will run it through the filter and then it will blow it out the top so that you have purified clean air coming out of it. But the nice thing is, it's really quiet. Like, it's been running this whole time and it really puts out hardly any noise at all. It's just the light, nice little breeze up top here for your clean air. Now, if you do turn it to a faster speed setting, all the way up to like it has a turbo mode, then it is a little bit louder, but the loudest mode is still pretty quiet. And I'll show you what that is right here. Okay, this is on its fastest setting right now, which is turbo. So this is the loudest it will ever be, but it hardly runs on this. Usually if your air is really, really bad, then it'll run on turbo for a minute, but then it'll draw back down to a slower fan speed. You can actually choose to set it manually on a specific speed like this, or you can be like me and I just set it to auto and it'll automatically adjust the fan level to how clean your air is. If your air is dirtier, then it'll obviously run faster. And if it's already clean, then it'll run it on a low setting. Switch it back over to automatic so that it quiets down, returns to its normal fan speed. Typically, it runs like this throughout my day. I don't even notice it's on. It's just slowly cleaning my air, getting my house all nice and tidy. Now, how long does this device take to actually clean all the air in a room? This depends on how large your room is. If it's bigger, it's going to take longer. If it's smaller, it doesn't take as long. But basically, if you have a room that is 423 square feet, which is about the size of like a living room, then it will take 12.5 minutes for it to fully clean all the air in that room. And especially when this thing runs throughout my day, I hardly notice it, and it's just cleaning nonstop unless I shut it off or set a timer to shut it off after a certain amount of time. Now let me show you the app so that you can see how it works. When you pull open the app, you're gonna have to pair your device to your phone, which is really simple to do, and then it basically looks like this. What you can do is actually tap onto the device itself, and it's gonna take you into all the settings to control it. So you can see off to the right-hand side that it says manual, which you can set the manual fan speed for it, whatever level you want it to. That's kind of nice, or you can turn it back to auto. You can turn it to turbo, which is that fast speed that I had on earlier, or you can turn it to sleep, which will actually turn the light off and it just puts it in like this nighttime mode, which is kind of cool if it's too bright for you. You can also control some of the preferences here, like whether you want the light on or off, whether you want adaptive brightness, whether you want the sound to be on, whether you want to put a child lock on it. So all these different settings you can change. I actually turn the sound off because I don't like to hear the beep, beep. Now back to your home screen, you can actually set the timer that I was talking about earlier right on the left-hand side there. You can set a timer to turn off after so many hours and minutes, and then you can turn it on and off just with the power button right there. So I just turned it off. I'll turn it back on. Really simple, works immediately. As you can see, there's no lag in it. You can also check the filter life to see how clean your filter is and if you might need to replace it soon. You can literally buy a new filter right here through the app, so that's kind of convenient. And then you can click on your quality of air, so you can see mine is at excellent right now. The PM is at 1UG-M3. I have no idea what that means. It means I have clean air, I'll tell you that much, because it says 100% clean air. So I don't actually know what the 1UG means. I think it's something to do with like particles or the dust or who knows. So you can see today mine has basically stayed good all day. I had no issues. But if I switch to the 30-day view, you can see that, what day was that? February 7th, I had a spike where it went to 144 UG-M3 and it was orange, which means I didn't have that good of air quality. And the reason is because I burnt something when I was cooking and it was like smoky in here. And so this thing kicked on and it purified the air. So I'm already putting it to work testing it, and I didn't even know I was testing it. It was just, it kicked on and it started to work. It made the house freshen right back up after it noticed that it was all smoky in here. So that's the app. Really convenient to use it. Now I want to actually run a test on this thing to see how quickly it like notices bad air. So, okay, here's my test. I hope all goes well. Ooh, hot dang. Hopefully this gets smoky enough to set this off. We'll see. The first test was a fail. This didn't work at producing enough smoke, so I'm gonna retry something else now. See what that does. Oh yeah, baby, it's working. Okay, so you can see the air is polluted by this spray. The smoke didn't work, but this did. Really quickly, actually. I wonder how long it'll take for it to clean the air back to blue. I don't know. I haven't ran this test before. It kind of smells like smoke and body spray in my house right now from this and this. So we'll see how good this does at cleaning it. Ooh, it's already yellow, baby. We're making progress. The fan speed shifted to like a slower level. This is exciting. Yeah, dump that out now. Oh, we're almost back to normal. So that's how this device works. You spray it with cologne and then it cycles the cologne for fresh air, and now you have fresh cologne air through your whole house. That's exactly how you're supposed to use this. That was like literally 2 minutes, not even. That literally took no time at all for it to catch these pollutants, run it through, fresh air out the top. Can't beat it. So there you guys go. That is the Dreo Air Purifier. It works great if you have pets, if you have a dusty house, if you smell bad and you're producing pollen and dirt. It'll make you smell better. It'll make your room smell better, at least. Maybe not you. If you're interested, I'll put a link in the description below, and I'll catch you on another one.